Hey, the reason that I wanted to do this microphone time with you is because I just caught a real spiritual sense throughout the whole Common Ground release. While we're belaboring the problems of the music business, my sense is that when you sit down and write the songs that you wrote on Common Ground, you're getting in touch with something maybe even beyond. I'll say yourself.
Well, I'm trying to.
Yeah.
You know, I went pretty deep into myself on that.
Yeah.
Common Ground, I had the catch line of that. If there's a place where truth can still be found, lead us to the common ground.
Right.
But I didn't have the word Lord in there. I was trying to write a political song, and I started it sort of in the middle of the George W. Bush years, trying to write a political tune, and I kept trying, and I just couldn't. I just couldn't get it to take shape.
Yeah.
And as soon as one day I got up, and as soon as it occurred to me that I had to almost get past the politics of it, even though it's concerned with the politics and the hatred and the people screaming at each other and all that these days, but that it would be a call for help and a prayer. All of a sudden, boom, it took shape in about 5 minutes. You know.
Yeah, to me it is a prayer, right? I mean,
it is a prayer set to music. Yeah.
And it's, I don't know, it's one of those sort of cliche sort of thoughts, right? But that's why it's so powerful, because I think that the whatever the worst person is out there, I think we all are trying to find something to connect with. You know, I mean, you spoke earlier about we can't connect as much, even though with all this technology and whatnot, but we're looking for somebody else to go, hey, we're at the same table with somebody else. Yeah. And how can we make this bigger? Because I do think that we're in this for the good fight, like you said earlier too, right? You know, and wow, for us to continue to miss that, I don't get it.
Yeah,
you know, because we scream and shout, and maybe I'm too exposed to media, but we all scream at each other and we yell at each other, and then, but where do we find this? Because, you know, I almost want to, just to continue with Common Ground, I want to have 4 microphones here, you, me, and 2 program directors from radio stations say, why? How did this happen?
Yeah.
And try to figure out a way through, rather than, okay, let's rail against, again, in this instance, corporate radio, and then we go back to our rooms and our lives and you know, make sure we have a nice dinner tonight, or whatever. You know, I mean,
sure.
It's crazy.
Well, there's only so much you can do on a personal level.
Yeah.
Corporate radio is running itself, and it will kill itself. And I'm sort of, I have enough to be concerned with in my life to. I'm not going to go out and become an activist to try to get rid of corporate radio. You know.